Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Upgrade yourself.
You want Wild to upgrade herself? What if she upgrades your ass? Rude. First, in the pre-show tonight, you didn't call us people. You didn't call us people.
And now you're saying Wild needs to upgrade herself?
This is what I deal with.
You know, the best part about this is I haven't even voiced any outrage for myself.
Bold of you to assume.
I love it so much.
I'm starting to think Titus might be a benevolent plan.
I know I have
definitely not benevolent.
Not till season 3.
I'm already writing into season 3. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm already writing. I'm so far into this game right now with this group and the fans that we have here tonight and everything like that I'm already writing into season 3. That's how excited I am about this storyline. So
season 8 is going to be less than 10 episodes, and we're just going to literally phone it in.
We're gonna wait. Hold on.
The Thrones method?
Yeah, I was gonna say Alex and I are replaced by Benioff and Weiss. Like, is that what's happening?
Oh,
I thought you were saying we're moving so slowly that you're so far ahead of us in writing.
Nope.
That just like we gotta pick up the fucking pace.
Nope. The past three episodes, you guys have changed the course of season 2 and laid the groundwork for season 3, and I'm so excited for that.
I will also tell the chat that Sean has been so excited about this that he and I have spent, I don't know, probably 10 hours on Discord, voice chat, and everything else, like while we pretended to work, like our regular jobs.
It's
like,
true.
Building production stuff for the next God knows how long.
Nice.
Excuse me while I fix this little hiccup right here. So
he has been
so Titus can have his proper amount of rewards. Apparently somebody loves him, i.e. himself, in the chat. Hello. That's a proper hello. How you doing? Welcome to Angel City Stories. I got to do that for the podcast, folks.
Can we tell Titus that he can't spend his points on himself, like, you know, something like emollients clause or something?
But look, it's
in
fine.
Classic old man fashion, I was just randomly clicking buttons, which is what happened.
You were grandfathering it in?
He was grandfathering it in. Oh, I need my
he doesn't understand technology.
Yep.
Do you have a pencil that you use to push the keys too?
Goodness. Welcome everyone. Angel City Stories. What's that, Eve?
I was just going to ask Joe if he was the one who uses the phone with the stylus, but you know.
No, I don't, because I broke my stylus like 3 months ago.
True.
And I replaced it.
He's got a fucking phablet that's 18 miles long. Like, it's insane. Yeah.
It's bigger than my
this
phone.
is not his dick size. I promise you.
Titus,
it's his phone size, not his dick size.
I did roll a run with my phone and dropped it.
Yes. I feel bad for the people in the podcast because they're not seeing that Cassie and I are giving hand signals and voguing at the same time. It's fantastic. Just know that we are with you. I have to welcome everybody. Welcome, Angel City Stories, where we play Identico, a cyberpunk role playing game for you all. I think we should just go ahead and call that a tangent. We have a new thing. Yep, there you go. That's our thing for tangent. Look at that.
Oh, we've had 2 of them. We got one banked up, so we need to get off on a tangent real quick.
Oh my goodness!
I forgot what we were playing.
I'm already.
It's like my mind was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Really? Oops.
Goodness. My name, I'm just going to keep going through this intro. My name is Mallo. I'm your GM and your host. I don't know what I'm hosting at this point anymore. And joining me tonight are these fabulous people, as always. I guarantee we're going to get off on mini tangents. I'm going to introduce them next. To my direct left, if you can't tell, she's bringing the cats, the noise, and the funk. It's Cassie playing Catassie.
Technically, the cats, the noise, and the funk are all part of the same system.
It's not a cell phone.
I threw it on the ground.
Tuba Northwest, he's bringing the SoCal punk scene. It's Alex playing Titus Halston.
Really do need dancing cybernetics.
We're working on that. Hang on, we'll get to the game in just a second. We got announcements to go through. Due North, she's swinging for the fences. It's the Wildling playing Eve.
Are you making a baseball joke at my expense?
Well, you do have a spiked baseball bat. That's more what I was thinking of.
And you didn't go for the obvious Lucille joke?
Well, in my world, Lucille is a guitar, so.
Oh, big fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. At first, I was going to do all music puns and say that you were bringing the goth like My Chemical Romance, but you're kind of bringing more like the Sum 41 like skater punk scene as well now with the beanie and in the flannel. So you're embracing
Going
your
back to my roots.
yeah. You're embracing your Seattle. I love it. It's fantastic. What everybody can agree on though is to my northeast. He is our maestro of destruction. Don't let the father of lies, Titus, tell you any differently. It's Muffins, played by Joe.
I promise it's not beer.
And finally, dude, directly to my right, he's my right-hand man, and he's our man behind the wheel. It's Pete playing Bunny Boi.
Oh, eat butts like nuts.
In that order, or I have questions.
Can I answer this one?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Go for it.
Please.
Pete, in his all beautiful wisdom knowledgeness, decided to suggest a 6-word memoir for a meeting with my newest manager, who had wanted us to sum up our lives with a 6-word memoir. So, eat butts, lick nuts, motherfuckers.
Please tell me you used it.
No, but I did definitely allude to my being chaos, which is probably no better.
I
I
love
yelled
it.
it up the stairs. Oh, I did.
I love it.
wish
I
I
just
had.
clipped that because you know that's going to Twitter soon.
My mother's gonna disown me.
That's okay. It's highly overrated.
Join the
Mine disowned me. Oh, handshakes all around, everyone.
We have very sad patches to distribute.
She'll still talk to me, but she'll disown Wild,
Yeah, exactly.
even though I'm the one that came up with it.
Oh, don't worry. Have a kid, and then you'll know exactly where in the pecking order you are. That's all I gotta say.
I don't even rank anymore at my house.
We don't have a kid and still find that pecking order.
Get 13 cats. Pecking order, still the same.
This is true. Goodness. All right, so you might notice a couple things different with the stream tonight because our chat is going wild with the subs and the bits pre-show in now carrying into the show. This is fantastic. Thank you. Below at the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see a bunch of colorful boxes right there. And I promise I'll lay it out more straight next time. But those are rewards. No, okay, fine. I'm not straight. It's fine.
We don't do straight here. It's kind of our thing.
Yeah, you know what?
What did I
Peace.
just say?
Also valid.
When we were buying rulers, we bought them off of the cheapest store off of Wish, and it's
No, I never bought rulers. I bought those French curves that just go around and stuff. Like that's how straight I am. But at the bottom, you will see everybody that's on the show denoted by a colorful box. And some people have voted for themselves already, and given themselves
big cheaters
and given themselves a freebie. But the way it works
You're not
is
cheating. You're not trying.
the way it works is that channel points are accrued by watching the show, by subbing, doing bits, and following. You can earn them faster when you follow, when you donate bits, or when you sub to the channel. At a certain point, you can actually vote for any of the characters that you see here. And they will be able to use these charges to either get out of jail free or to get a reroll, or if they want to bullshit their way through it a little bit more, they can use that charge to bullshit their way through a little bit more or something like that. For me, when I use them, I have a random encounter table over here that's on a D100. So you can use that to affect the game some way, either negatively or positively. You will notice that I rigged the game a little bit to be mine is a little cheaper than everybody else's. So ha 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 ha. So if you, like our Queens of Chaos in the show, would like to insert a little randomness in the story that we are telling, it's completely free to earn channel points, so please use at your leisure, and we will do our best to do it. And the players actually see the same output that you all do as well, so they will see when.
So we'll know.
Yeah,
what you did.
Yeah. So far, it's Titus, Bunny, and myself that have a charge. So there we go.
Wait, how do you do it? Boomer.
It's channel points. They have a brand. They're all new at the top because I just did them today. Yeah.
I have so many channel points. Guess
So there
I'm
you
just gonna
go.
load myself up.
Okay, do it.
See,
No.
when I do it, it's cheating.
Oh, look at that. Reese is throwing Eve some reward.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh,
there
we
you go. All right. So also as always, we love your support here on Twitch. But if you watch us on YouTube, or if you watch us in podcast format, leave us a review, throw us a like, tell your friends about it and stuff like that. Those channels are growing. We also have, I have to not pay attention to chat because it's going off right now. We are launching a few other shows coming up in the very near future on this channel. We'll talk about that more when we can here coming soon. They are in development. My cast is going crazy right now.
Because even Catassie just got 2 bumps each.
I
Nice.
just tuned back in because you started talking about things we're developing, and I was like, oh, I should probably pay attention to this.
Suffice to say, we have more content coming for you very soon. Hang tight.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun. I'm really excited about some of this stuff, including the rest of this season of Angel City Stories and next season. But yeah, if you can give us a 5-star review on iTunes or your favorite podcast of choice, throw us a like, smash that subscribe and share buttons on YouTube. Help us reach more fringers, because the more folks that get a chance to watch this show, the better, because we can have a lot of fun together. Because now I'm giving even more, as promised, I'm giving even more power to you to affect the way that this story comes out. And that's a lot of fun for everybody involved. So, last announcement. Stay tuned after the commercial break tonight. We have a new piece of merch. I promise you're going to want to see this. I have been holding on to this one for like a week and a half because our amazing artist Dylan has been working behind the scenes and doing this while moving at the same time. Like, he was so excited to do this piece. He was like, fuck it, I'm moving. Yeah, no. He was like, I'm moving studios, but I still want to do this because it's all amazing. And so he did it, and it's going to be awesome. And I want to show it off to you. So stay tuned after the commercial break tonight. I think that's all of the commercials and the pandering and all the things that we can do. Oh yeah, playidentico.com, revamping the site soon. We have a book. Hey, people have the book. Yeah. If you want to learn more about the game, go there. We have some freebies. We have character sheets. We have all the things you would need to do to get started, as well as picking up a hard copy book of Identico. You can also find us on DriveThruRPG, where we have that, as well as some of our supplements and adventures for the game. So,
And fun little Identico minigame. Somewhere on the cover, there's a dick butt.
Actually, that's entirely nope. That is see. That is 100% true, Alex. I left it in there.
I know about this at one point and I just forgot.
Probably.
That's entirely possible.
But there is in fact a dick butt on this thing.
Away.
Don't give it away.
That's fucking brilliant.
Don't give it away. But there is in fact a dick
I
butt
have
on
no
the on the
idea
thing.
where it is.
Yeah.
I barely remember half the stuff we wrote. So
Yeah. Now the cast is gonna spend 10 minutes looking for it.
Yeah, just do my rolls for me. I gotta figure this out.
no. This is the bunny episode. You got to pay attention.
Yeah, Frosty Dick Butt is canon. It's
What?
in the artwork.
It is. It is. Oh my goodness. All right.
Don't
Did
spoil
you find
it.
it?
You found it. Somebody reward her. Chat. Oh my goodness. How many do I have to work? Oh my god, the amount is growing ever. Oh my god, Catassie's got 4. Holy shit. All right. I have a little fun scoreboard over here so I can keep track with this. All right. A quick recap for those folks that haven't tuned in to this madness for the past little bit.
What?
He wasn't kidding about us rolling for him, y'all.
I'm supposed to know the material.
Yeah. The team for the past couple of episodes have been on the search for who attacked who attacked their dorm room, blew it up, in the same sense they were attacking Sarah Jane, who is the daughter of Zydarian Vargor, aka Daddy Z, aka Zaddy Prime, who all the ladies love, but he is one of the biggest underworld crime bosses in Angel City, and just happens to be now trying to make nice with his daughter's new boyfriend in Bunny Boi. The team has been on the run trying to figure out where they're at, and the team had a bright idea, thanks to Titus, to start a workers' revolution in downtown Angel City. And through working that, they have been looking for and finding bits of information that could lead them to who laid out the attack. Last episode, Blizz showed up as well to lend his assistance to the workers' revolution, and barely escaping with his life, Titus and the team got away while the workers retreated after a very large scuffle happened at the site of the Benevolent Corp office. So we pick up this particular story a couple of hours later. The rest of the team, Muffins, Catassie, and Eve, are back at the Zydarian compound. Bunny Boi has gone to drop Blizz off at a random street corner. And that is the honest to God answer that Blizz told me. He said, drop him off at a random trash can on a street corner. I talked to him earlier today. So Bunny Boi, we pick you up. We pick up your story right after you drop off Blizz on a random street corner. It is about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. You happen to know that you've got something to do at 10 o'clock tonight, and you need to make preparations for that. Now, as you and I kind of talked about earlier, you have a separate vehicle you do these runs in. It's a lot more, a little bit more souped up and a little bit more armored than, an open air gator. Maybe a little bit safer for these kind of things that you want to run. You have it hidden under an underpass out on the fringe of the city, disguised behind a couple of cloaks and kind of hidden behind a little bit of a shanty town from out there. And as you pull up, you get into what you've essentially made as a parking stall for the gator. And as you rip off the sheet that's over this pristine. It's a Shinobu Motors. It kind of looks like a mixture of a Porsche and like a Ford Mach 1. Like it's got it where it counts, kind of thing. It seats technically 4 with the back seat, bucket seats with the back seat kind of being this, kind of throwback little bit of model. It's cherry blue with white racing stripe down the front. And those fins coming off the back windshield. I don't know if you have this one named. That's completely and utterly up to you if you want to name this one.
That's a good question.
Okay.
No, I don't have one.
Okay, fair enough. As you are getting into the car and starting it up, you make sure that the gator is well, secure. You have just a pin in your glow where you usually need to pick up some of your compatriots.
Okay.
It's a fairly, you guys usually do the pickups roughly the same part of town. It's very much in the lower side of the city. And that's about all that they have told you at this point.
Okay.
Now, when you go on these runs, do you have any special things that you like to do to prep?
So what I'll, yeah. I'm gonna blast. Well, not blast, but I'm gonna play Kickstart Your Heart.
Nice.
Kickstart My Heart. Like Dwight in The Office. Gonna get psyched up.
Nice.
And then, yeah. I probably have a face mask, like the one from our Halloween episode with the 3 eyes.
Nice.
The enlightened alien. But yeah, just drinking a lot of energy drinks, I would say.
Okay.
Probably.
So,
Yeah.
have your compatriots on these ever actually seen your face, or have they only seen the mask?
They have only seen the mask.
They've only seen the mask. Okay, fair enough. As you go throughout the city, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, 9.
We go throughout the city, and it's a montage, a la GTA 5 style, when you are just driving and it starts cutting to different camera angles.
Yes.
The neon from all of the billboards and the signs and all of the
Beautiful.
street lights just dancing off your face as you go past. Kickstart My Heart going for this entire montage. The entire montage. You get the solo and everything.
You get the cut to
You get the
shifting.
cut. Yep.
The
Yep.
close up of the hand.
Do you undo the NOS bottle too? You get that primed and ready.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just like a Gatorade bottle of NOS up front that I'm swishing around.
So this is a full this is a full-on electric car still though, right? Like it's not a gas-powered machine, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be, but I'll make the noises like with my own. Yeah. Gotta keep
Nice.
yourself entertained.
Yeah, you got. I mean, you could have it coming out of a speaker. You got to get a little bit of a, what was it? The Toyotas do that now, where they'll like pump in roid noises, road noises, but roid noises too, because they're like
Just sample the car sounds from the Ness and Lucas map on
yeah,
Smash
from
Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Wee. Wee. The one that a human clearly did.
Right.
Back when Teslas were first a thing, they talked about how they wanted to be able to let you customize the engine noise that it makes.
Uh huh.
Like, who doesn't want to have their Tesla sound like a TIE fighter or like the little sound that the speeder bikes do on end?
Or a bong.
I'm thinking
Or a
Macho
bong.
Man. Oh yeah!
Macho madness. Macho fucking madness.
I need that. I need that to happen. Somebody call somebody who can do something about that.
Thomas the Tank Engine theme song.
Somebody just called tangent on us.
I'll
I'm
do-
sorry. That is creating immersion. Thank you very much.
Don't give me a Build-A-Bear with vehicles. You
Wait.
should never let me control sounds at all.
And a
Ever.
Build-A-Bear with vehicles, when they stick the bear's butt on the thing that squirts the stuffing in there, what's that on the equivalent of that on the car?
Gas.
Gatorade.
They're electric.
Yeah.
Gatorade NOS.
Yeah. Monster energy drink. Hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
Red Bull gives you wings, and then your car's a fucking airplane, so you're just set.
Okay, so as you are going, I took it into a montage, and then you guys just ran with it. So as you're going through the city, you pull up in front of a it's not a run-down apartment building, but it's not one of the nicest ones in this part of the city. You pull up, and two rather large guys start coming towards your car. Both of them seem to be dressed in dark clothing. With one has a brown sort of like 3/4 coat over what seems to be like a navy blue sweater, which kind of puffs out, which makes you think he's got a little bit of armor padding under him. Both of them wearing boots, carrying duffel bags with them. And they open up the car, and one jumps into the back and just kind of like, puts his foot on the back of the seat and gets it scuffed up a little bit, and then just kind of like falls into the back seat because, he's big and your back seat's not. And then the other guy, of course, leans the chair back and then sits down in the front. And he's just kind of looks at you. He's like, "That's about fucking time." It's 9:55, by the way.
Yeah, it is just about time. We got 5 minutes.
He just looks at you. And he's like, "We're gonna sit here. And I fuck each other for 5 minutes."
You're paying. What do you want?
He leans over and he puts a glow affixed to your dash. Hits the button on it, and then the map kind of pops out in front of you and projects out in front of you. He's like, "We're going there." And you notice that the map is pointing at one of the major ports here at Angel City. And he looks at you and he goes, "Look, it's real clean. They got a truck leaving in 45 minutes. We're going to take the truck. You're going to lead the police away, and we're going to drive the truck off. You got it?"
I'm gonna look at him all cool. I've got my mask on, remember?
Yep.
Look at him all cool. And just thumbs up. And then we're gonna oh yeah. Oh, sorry. We don't want to arouse suspicion. So there.
Fantastic.
And then when you pull up to like
Oh, you're breaking, Cassie.
I think we've broken the bottom line tonight. It's been fantastic. I love it. All right. So as you go throughout the city, the two in the back are bantering about, where they're going to take the truck, how they're going to get away. They're essentially going to try to drive north. They want you to then pull off south after they get the truck. That's about as high on the intellect scale that these guys are planning. And you're kind of used to that, but it's not like Titus level planning.
Right.
Are you implying Titus planning is good or bad?
Yes.
It's specific. We'll say that.
Schrodinger's praise. It could be good or bad, depending on how.
It all depends on how it works out.
Yeah.
You gotta open the box and collapse that.
Remember,
malfunction.
if it works and it's stupid, it's not stupid.
No, it's still stupid. It's just successful stupid.
Titus talks about this in
That's-
therapy
that's
on
the-
Thursdays, all the hazing
That's the rule.
on Wednesdays night. They call me
If it's
old.
stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Blizz would like to differ.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you guys pull up, so how do you want to take the truck? Obviously, I'm going to assume you don't just go guns blazing through into the port past the security and just like breaking down chain link fence, right?
Funny is
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. But he's
I said
thinking
while I
about
was
it.
Muted. Yeah. What kind of setup we got here?
Okay.
Perimeter wise.
The main port of Angel City is huge. Super tankers come into it. They come in off the bay. It runs literally miles in length up the coast. They dug out dredges essentially for these super tankers to get in close. And what you're looking at in terms of, you've got very long perimeter fences, and then you've got the standard sort of warehousing all around the port. You know, so every major distributor or shipping company has these large warehouses that are taking up city blocks all around it to try to make a ease of on off out of the port.
Okay. I guess these goons probably are not very sneaky, huh?
I mean, you've done a couple of jobs with them. They're definitely not the sneakiest ones in the planet.
Okay. All right. Damn. Well, I'm guessing there's a checkpoint at the gate.
Yes.
Okay. Is it like one dude or is it like heavily?
In and out of the main like shipping area, it's pretty well guarded, with a couple of guard towers and then a set of double gates. So like one opens, you go in, you do your thing. The next one opens, and then you go back out. And both of them kind of do one of these things. They never open at the same time.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, do we know how far in the truck is? Like, is it right there or?
You don't know at the moment. You don't actually know what truck you're looking for, to be quite honest.
What the fuck? They don't give me any like.
You can ask them.
I'm gonna,
I mean,
like,
Jackson and Greg are not the smartest. Like, you've realized they're not the
Jackson
smartest.
and Greg.
You're pretty certain that that's not their names. That's just what they've told you.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Jackson. On the way there, I'm gonna as we come within like view of it, I'm gonna ask them like, what are we looking for? What's this truck? What's this truck look like? Give me some more info.
So he gives it to you straight, and he's kind of like, we're looking for all black truck. We're looking for Dream Realization logo on the side. It's gonna be full to the brim.
Realization.
Yep. It's gonna be 18, meaning 18 wheeler. And hey, he's covering all his bases, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying it's legal?
Is it underweight? Okay. Do they know where it's coming in at, or like what? Like, do they have any more information?
Jackson kind of just looks over. He's like, it's probably coming out the main gate, mate. Like, so it's gonna probably come out the main gate. It's probably gonna go straight up the street, and then there's the highway. It's probably gonna hit that. That's gonna be my guess.
That's a good guess, Jackie.
You know I fucking hate it when you call me that.
Yeah, you hate me being 5 minutes early too. But all right, well, let's go hit the highway then. Let's go camp out. Let's go find a place to camp out.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Keep in mind, I don't know very much about shipping yards. I'm not from anywhere that has water or anything like that. So 15.
Okay. With a 15, you can actually drive past it a couple times and take a look, right?
Okay.
And so
Okay.
when you go past the main gates, right? Like the main gate is essentially set up at like a T intersection. So like the gates here, red light, red light, red light kind of thing. And trucks are kind of going in and out of it fairly quickly, right? Like they come in, they get checked. Most of the time, the double gate situation is for things coming in to make sure that they're not bringing things that they shouldn't be, right? Wands go over, essentially. It looks like a car wash where it's this like large sort of U-shaped thing that goes over the truck, scans it, makes sure it's good. The gate opens, they move on. They keep things moving, right? So these trucks are coming in and out. Like time is money, right?
Right.
And so they start to kind of get through with these things. And so you're seeing maybe 4, 5, 6 trucks get out per light, essentially. So like you're just kind of sitting there, thumbs on the wheel. You know, are you still playing Kickstart My Heart? Are you moving on to a different song? Like, you know.
Yeah, that's a good question too. Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Nice. So
Yeah.
as you were just kind of like thumbing along, you know, in this part of town, you know, it's very like, you know, blue collar, white knuckle kind of thing, right? Like a lot of trucks, a lot of vans, a lot of older cars, like not a whole lot of like, you know, you're definitely not in the main part of the city anymore. And so it's very much kind of going, you know, in and out, very quick, moving on. Roxanne doesn't need to put on the red light, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of that sort of place.
Right.
For her to keep the music theme going.
Okay. So we've driven past the truck a couple times. So we got an idea of where it's at. Yeah? You see it?
With a 15, yeah, you would be able to see, you've got a couple of different DR trucks coming. Like they just got a shipment, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, so we're gonna wait not right outside at the stoplight, but like, you know, a block or two down.
Okay. So about 10 minutes pass and you see them just kind of like, you know, there's a line of these 18-wheelers leaving. And finally, after about 10 minutes or so, the 3 of them leave all in the same stoplight and they start heading exactly as Jackie said. They're starting moving up the street, headed towards the interstate.
Okay. Whew. All right. So there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they know which one they want by chance? Is it do all of them have the dream?
Yep. They look
dream
identical.
position,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask him which one he wants.
He looks at you and he goes, "The fuck am I supposed to know? I don't have fucking X-ray vision. Let's just get one. Boss said go get one. We go get one."
For some reason, I thought 2 of them were decoys, and there's one like with gold piled in the back of it.
He looks at you. He looks at you. He's like, "Oh, and that's Mr. fucking Statistic over here. Just fucking like thinking he got decoys and shit. It's a fucking train yard."
Fair enough. You know, with smarts like that, I don't know why you're paying me, but hey. All right. So let's do it, I guess. Jesus. All right. Well, we're going to start following the trucks from, a distance onto the highway.
Okay. So I'm not going to make you roll a drive check for that particular one, but when you get ready to make a move, gonna be a drive check. Now, if you're on the highway, it's pretty easy to kind of blend in on the highway. There's a lot of cars all around. It's moving fairly quickly. It's moving at a good pace. But it's Angel City traffic, right? Like they've got a lot of people still on, this late at night.
Right. Okay. Wow. So what I want to do is I want to start passing the cars or the trucks, get in front of them just gently, and then any leftover food, tamales, if it were, in my car, I want to take them and I want to toss them out the window so that just an absolute shit ton of tamales hits the windshield.
Okay.
Of the truck.
So, roll me agility. Let's see if you can throw them up there. As you start to bring up and get closer to the trucks, Jackie and Greg start to kind of put on, their caps and their masks and stuff like that. They unzip the duffels. You see that they've got like a harpoon kind of thing going. And then like Jackie pulls up his sweater a little bit, and he's got a almost like a construction harness, and like you see him kind of reach in between his legs, and you're like, wait a minute, oh, okay, never mind, it's a construction harness. That's fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's planning on scaling this thing.
Yep.
Props to Jackie for style. All right. Dang. Okay. So I rolled a 17 on the agility roll, by the way.
Yeah. So you've had, because you would have needed some food after all that you guys have done. So I'm gonna say that you had like a small bag of tamales, basically, that like either between you getting them from the taco truck around that time, or you getting them from Eve, or from, in transit, one of the two, right? Like you kind of be able to like twirl it around in the kind of one of these things. And the lead truck, like he sees it coming, but it's an 18-wheeler. He can't just like duck and weave kind of thing. So now he's just got a bag of tamales just like flapping where he's at, and you start to see like the wipers gonna go up and go.
They're just gonna smear it.
Yep.
Are they smearing it?
Yeah. And it's getting stuck with the bag too, so like the bag's going back and forth.
Yes.
This is me doing Foley work at the same time. So he starts to slow down a little bit because he's worried he's gonna plow into something, basically.
Yeah. He should be worried. It's dangerous.
Yeah. At that moment, Jackie just kind of looks at you and goes, "Holy fuck, mate." All right. And he starts to roll down your window, and he leans out with the gun. And he is trying to fire off and rolled a natural 20. So Jackie leans out. He's got the harpoon. He's kind of outside of his window like this and just goes, and then you throw the thing, and he just kind of like watches it happen. And he's like, "Fucking A, right, mate." It goes through the front windshield and goes through the like passenger side seat, and kind of like hits into the back from there.
What?
And so then he takes the other end of it, latches it into his construction belt, and then starts to get onto the back of your car. Can I get a drive check, please?
Yes, sir, you can. Wow. That's really cool. Oh, shit.
You have some reroll points. You want to use him this early on your first roll?
No, I have a +10 to driving. So I rolled it was a 5, but I get 15
Okay.
for that. Fucking shit.
Okay, so you swerve just a little bit, and you're kind of like doing one of these things where like Jackie and Greg are trying to get out on the back of the hood from there. And so you finally get it stabilized with a 15, and Jackie puts a boot up against the spoiler on the back and then kind of like pulls the whole thing taut. And then Greg kind of comes out with a one of those motorized sort of zip line holders, patches it to it. Vroom. Let's make sure he doesn't fall off.
Prepared.
So, Greg, who hasn't said it into a word this entire time, goes to latch on, but doesn't get quite all the way up to it, and then just hits the front of the truck and starts to kind of bounce off. And he can grab onto the side, one of like the side pipes, essentially, and is kind of just hanging there by a thread.
Okay. All right. Damn it. Okay. You said he's hanging from one of the pipes, like kind of on the side
Yeah.
or on the windshield.
No, it's kind of like, like this is a flat front 18-wheeler. And so like it's kind of like where like he's kind of dangling over the front wheels. So he's got like a mirror kind of like where it attaches to the side of it. Like that's what he's holding on to and just kind of like swinging off to the side of this.
Wow. Okay. Fast and the Furious. I'm going to like ease up and kind of drift back over into the lane.
Okay.
To try to like, match up with him so he can get some footing. I don't know. Whatever.
For a second
It's up to
there, I
him.
thought you said he was hanging on to the tire, and I was like, that
That doesn't seem physically possible.
seems
cool.
less than
That's
desirable.
wise.
That's some very
good
good
roll.
shit.
So as you start to do that, Jackie understands kind of like where you're going and what you're doing. So he starts to just jump for it. Like as you start to kind of slow down and start to do one of these things, he goes to jump and use the actual rope. And so he gets onto the front of the truck and starts to try to like bash his way through the rest of the windshield and start to try to pull himself into the front of the car.
What? The Rock?
I mean, you're the one that got him close, man. You the master of this one right
It's
now.
fine. My job's to drive and throw tamales.
Throw tamales is a bonus roll apparently.
Feel like somewhere Eve is feeling a disturbance in the force that someone is usurping her role as the tamale dispenser.
Those weren't even rotten yet.
Don't you worry. I'll make sure to get my throne back.
All right, buddy. Roll me.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I rolled. What am I rolling for?
Well, no, I was gonna say roll. Let's keep it track. Let's see if you can get Greg back up. Give him a either a footing or just a way out at this point.
Okay. Okay. I mean, so I wanted to pull the car up next to him. And or side by side so that he can like get his feet on it or something, just some sort of anything. So is that a driving?
Yep.
19.
So Greg gets a foot up on the side of your car. So like essentially like the 18-wheeler is going like this and you're kind of like pulling out and getting back like this a little bit. So like the back kind of quarter panel to piece from there. Greg gets a foot up onto the car, and as he's looking, he like starts to kind of look back and then look over to where he can get in through the passenger side seat. And you know how on 18-wheelers it has like that little extra cutout window where you can see like down to the past the floorboard and stuff like that to see if there's like a car there. It's a safety feature to kind of like be able to see if there's something next to you.
Yeah.
He looks through that porthole essentially and is staring down the barrel. And the next thing that you hear is just as the glass just kind of blows out from the side of that. And
this is Greg that saw through the portal?
yeah. So he kind of just like looks back and then sees the shotgun pointed at him. And you hear like a very like, you hear like a very like faint like, oh shit, before the shotgun blast goes off.
Well then.
So you hear just the as Greg kind of like, as you look back in your rearview mirror, Greg is sort of kind of hanging on now to the spoilers on the back of your car like this.
Okay.
Kind of like one of those.
Not dead.
Doesn't appear to be. He looks like he's a little rustled up. Like you can see a little red going on. But he's holding on. Kind of like the cats in those leadership posters. He's just kind of like hanging on by claws.
Awesome. Good job, Greg. Way to dodge a shotgun blast, I assume.
Yep.
Whew.
While you are doing that, you see off to your left, Jackie is pulled out a pistol and essentially just he's starting to yell at the driver. Roll me a straight D20.
19.
Okay. With that, Jackie is able to essentially talk him down and get him to put the shotgun down because he's got a pistol pointed at him. And you see Jackie kind of climb through the rest of the window, and then just as you pull up a little bit, just to kind of make sure that the thing, you've got to get out of the range of the 18-wheeler, because as he pushes the driver out onto the highway, the 18-wheeler, kind of swerves a little bit and gets a little like curt onto the back quarter panel of it a little bit. Give me a drive check, please.
Wow. 13. Dice are fired.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Chat?
You have 2 that you can use.
Oh my, is it one favor for one re-roll?
Yes.
Rolling?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. 26.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, with
Thanks,
that.
chat.
I know. Chat just saved your ass. With that, it bumps in and just kind of craps a little bit like that, and you kind of just weave with it a little bit, and you just kind of like, nope. All right, big guy, you got this. And it's about that time that Jackie just kind of gets a hold of the wheel as well. And so it kind of waves out a little bit behind it, but then it kind of straightens up and keeps going. And then you start to see like it's starting to pick up speed, crazy kind of thing.
Okay.
And so from there, Greg is kind of like tapping on the hood of your car now. He's tapping on the roof like, hey.
Okay. Nice. Where's Jackson at?
Jackson's in the front seat driving the truck.
Okay. Cool. Right. For some reason that brain didn't absorb that. Okay, cool. So we don't have like radios or anything, but let's
No, the master tacticians didn't think of that actually.
All right. So what I want to do is the cars are still in motion, right? We're
Yep.
still side by side.
You guys are still going
All
side
right.
by side.
And I'm on their left, or am I on their right?
You are on their right.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you're
I'm
on the passenger
right.
side. Yep.
Okay, if I'm on the right, then I'm gonna like drift over. You said Greg's on the roof?
Yeah, he's kind of hanging on to the back. You know those like windshield fins that come off the back of like the old Fords and stuff like that. He's holding on to that.
Okay.
And you know, now that
All
you
right.
remind me, let's see how well that thing's made.
Ooh.
So as you're drifting over towards the thing, you just start to kind of hear like, and Greg slips just a little bit.
No. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try. What do I do? I'm gonna drive forward and try to get Greg next to the passenger door. And then he's kind of on his own from there. But
You're like, I'm delivering the package, right?
I'm doing what I can.
Okay.
The truck's been. If you know what, let's take a step back here. Transactionally, the truck has been taken.
Yeah.
And I now need to vamoose to distract the cops.
Okay, so
But-
you're just gonna vamoose with Greg on your car?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying transactionally, I'm in the clear.
Okay.
But I will drive up and let Greg next. Yeah, see if Greg can get in the passengers.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna use this die. We're gonna see if Greg can get into the passenger side.
Uh-oh.
Is that why
Greg
your cheater
changed.
dies?
Oh my god.
Well, it might as well be because Greg rolled a natural 20. So
God.
as you as the fin starts to give way, you pull up side by side to the 18-wheeler, and he just jumps for it and grabs into the broken window, and you can kind of hear him go ow ow ow, and then like he just kind of reaches up and grabs the handle and kind of does one of these things where he can kind of get on it, and he starts getting footing and stuff like that, and then just kind of gets into the he like climbs up and then just slams the door and rolls down the window again, and then just gives you the finger, which is he doesn't say words. Like, you've never heard this guy talk, so I guess that's just his like goodbye.
So you said that's what I heard. And
Yeah.
then got the bird.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna.
Heard the word.
The bird is the word. I'm gonna give him like a flurry of hand signals, I guess. Just be like,
What you got?
You know, thumbs up, salute, finger up. Vroom. Zoom, off we go, southbound.
Okay. Give me two things. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 18.
Okay. So you notice that the cops are starting to get alerted. Like, you're seeing the activity start to go across the glow that Jackie put into your car where it was at. So you're starting to get the alerts, and you're also starting to notice where they're going to call the cars in from. So,
Okay.
as of right now, with an 18, they have not deployed any drones or any of
Okay.
their sort of like hover, their hover
Shit.
sort of transports that you've become well accustomed to after last session.
Yeah. I forgot about hiding from drones. Okay. This is gonna be fun. But they have not sent those out yet.
You have not seen them yet, so give me a drive check.
Okay. All right, you got it. 23.
Okay. The one lead truck starts to pull away from the other two. They try to also keep up, and you swing in front of them in a very kind of like, yes, in a very Fast and Furious kind of maneuver where you kind of do one of these
Yeah.
things and sweep across.
Yeah.
That forces them to then quickly like kind of correct themselves because they're worried about just getting taken out. And it starts a chain reaction jackknife of the two trucks
Oh.
behind you.
Oh. I'm a very good driver. Very good getaway driver.
Yep. Can we get clapping? Thank you.
Easy clap.
Easy clap.
No one ever drives like this when I'm in the car.
That's because you're a curse.
No, I'm a Rav, okay?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You throw off the car's balance because of the raw weight.
You know, physics have a thing in this game.
If I needed a drift, having you in the back would be great. But
I mean, you joke, but we've definitely done things where I've grabbed poles and shit as we go around to help a turn.
How does that help going around turns?
He acts like an anchor point.
listen, you know, one day I'll do the drifting around the SeaTac spiral.
I'm thinking,
was it Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
Wildly never watched the Batman animated series, because if you did, you would know.
I grew up on that. Thank you. That and Batman Beyond.
He fires his grappling hook out and attaches the thing and then whips around corner.
Yeah, I was gonna make a dick joke, but it went over but everybody's head, so. Because you're grabbing poles to make it go. That's why, so I decided to drop it.
Joe can never let a dick joke go.
Apparently, you can also not let a dick drop.
Drop the meat. Drop the meat, y'all.
Why do you think I got Muffins in the first place? Get that robo grip. You can't break it.
Oh my fucking god. You just said that on camera.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
My whole life is a lie.
I have never claimed that Muffins is a gentle lover.
Well, now I'm interested.
I have a lot of questions.
Hey, Pete, as you're driving away, now that you have started a jackknife in the middle of Angel City Highway,
so accomplished.
basically Highway 5 headed up. Give me one more perception check.
Girl, that's a 5.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I know.
you have two rerolls if you'd like to use them.
You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I'm in the zone. Let's say he's in the zone.
Okay.
Oh, that was not better. That was not better. I rolled a 1.
You
Hey.
Keck W. You have you are definitely not being followed. Wink.
Okay. I'll just putter along. I'm gonna give it a quick and then, keep driving like normal.
Do you practice these sounds?
I'm sorry. Can we have an episode where Pete just narrates a vehicle's journey from point A to point B? Can we solve that math problem about when two cars leave from opposite sides, but only with Pete?
I just want an episode where Pete just does all the sounds for the Foley work for the episode.
The entire time. Pete, as you are going along, you think that you have shook all and you've started to kind of do this thing where you start snaking through the city, trying to stay away from the hot spots that you feel have been called in. There are 3 bullets that just start going through the front hood of your car.
Oh.
In very short, you just hear the whirl of the minigun and goes, and just kind of strafes the front of your car.
Whoa. That is rude. What? Okay. Do I feel like they were intended for me?
Yes.
Okay.
And this time
I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
me.
I was gonna say, I don't know what happens at 10 o'clock in Angel City. So, or 10, whatever. Okay. Dang. All right. Well, I guess. Where am I at on the map? Am I on the highway or am I in like just the blocks?
So after you caused the jackknife, you let the one main truck go, and you got it to a good spot going north. You pulled off the highway and started snaking through the city, trying to dodge the police that were out there.
Okay. But I'm also okay if they like pick up my trail because
It's not on the
So
truck
let's
as
pull
far
them
as you
off,
know. Yep.
yeah. Yep. Okay. So as far if I check the glow, will I get any information as far as like if the truck's good? Or like if they're headed towards the truck?
Most of the, you know how the blinks on GTA kind of happen when you're being wanted?
Yeah.
That's kind of what the glow is in some ways
Okay.
with that. And you can see that they're not, like, most of them are not going north.
Okay.
They're
Excellent.
either staying round in the same area or coming south looking for this car that caused a jackknife on the middle of the interstate.
Fair enough. Woo, goodness. All right. Okay. So bullets just went through the hood.
Yep.
We're gonna I'm gonna go. I'm gonna gun it.
All right, give me a drive check.
21.
Okay. You basically throw it in another gear. And you
Hell
go
yeah, I do.
screeching around corners. And Tokyo
Yes.
drift around it. And from our viewer's perspective, you come skidding around a corner and you see this drone just skidding and keeping up with you perfectly as it comes around the corner. And then as you do that, you start to see the wane of the minigun. And if you were to zoom in on it, you would see a little rainbow with the D. That is used from Dream Realization. Roll a drive check for me to essentially dodge bullets.
A 14?
Okay, so one hits the side of your car.
Yep.
It does only does 4 damage to the side of your car.
Okay.
From there, so you have a couple different options, right? It's just you and the drone as far as you can tell. You can fire back at it. You can drive away, try to lose it. You know, those are your kind of choices from there.
I'm pretty sure losing it's not an option since it's a drone.
I mean, the drone's only as good as the pilot, just like the driver. Car is only as good as the
True.
driver.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the drone.
Okay.
Shoot at it.
Shoot at it.
Shoot at it.
Well, that wasn't great.
All right. So that would be an 18.
Okay. Roll me some damage, please.
Okay. Wow, I hit something with a shot. This
Yeah.
is so weird.
You're like, wait, how do I roll damage? I don't understand.
7.
Okay. With that, you hit it off balance.
Yes.
Oh, and it rolled a 1. Good. Fantastic. 7 damage just took out the drone chasing you. So you hit one of the
Awesome.
rotors, and where you're at in Angel City, there is, you know how the elevated like monorails and subways and stuff like that are in Chicago? This particular part.
No, but sure.
Okay, so
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
You've seen the ones in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, except made of steel, and there's a lot more of them than what there are in Seattle.
Oh God.
So as you're kind of weaving your way through the city, you're able to fire off a couple of shots, and you hit it off just enough where it goes crashing into one of those support beams. And just behind you, you just see like a explosion.
Oh,
It's not that big of an explosion, but it's enough to like knock the drone out.
cool. All right. Well then, I'm gonna zip off and go away.
Cool. Well, we will run into our commercial break then with Bunny Boi screaming something into the night
Yeah.
and driving off back, I am assuming, towards the Zidarian mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks everybody for experiencing the car chase.
yeah.
The heist.
So the camera will zoom out as you see this old car just kind of weaving its way through Angel City, going back to pick up the Gator and then ultimately back to the Zidarian mansion.
That's right.
Okay. Those folks in chat, thank you for hanging with us. We're going to take a quick bio break because it's 8:30. Stay to after the break. I'm going to run some ads so we can stop the pre-roll crap during the break. We'll be right back. And then I'm going to show a new piece of merch that I am absolutely in love with. And I cannot wait to show you all here in a bit. So hang tight. We'll be back here in just a moment. At Benevolent Corporation, our founder cared for our world and dreamed of feeding it only the best science can offer. So we pour our assets and our people into bringing you the world's best synthetic food. From meatless meats and soy cheese, to hydrating energy cocktails to keep you at your peak. We create meals so good you'll swear you're addicted to them. Everything is delivered right to your door, so meal planning is a thing of the past. And you can just focus on being you. The best you. Benevolent Corporation. We care about you. Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action. Hello, welcome back. You saw us pantomime something, and now I'm going to talk about it because I can't tell you guys to drink your water or take your vitamins if I don't drink water on stream.
Technically, alcohol has water in it.
And it's bread.
The next thing in the conversation. I don't remember what it
We
was.
broke Mallo.
I think Mallo's dead.
We were discussing what drinks we had, then I became Kevin Gates briefly.
I mean, that must be a good breaking. That's the first time it's gone off camera for.
It was me trying not to do a spit take because the next thing that was said in the conversation was, I have 2 phones. and I was like, in my head, I had heard it already. And I was like,
Has all the
look at you
iPhones.
fancy drug dealers with your multiple phones and shit.
Wow.
Hey, we established before the idea came back that Wild is not a druggie dealer. She's a tamale.
Tamale dealer.
That's true.
One's her tamale burner phone.
Wow.
All right.
Come on, guys. PlayIdentico.com. Let's come on.
All right. With that, I said to hang around until after the break.
Oh, yeah.
New piece of merch. I have not put it in the store tonight. I'm going to put it in the store in the morning, and then I'm going to tweet out a link to it and all like that. But because you guys are watching the stream tonight, you know it's coming, and so you can check it out. If you've ever gotten one of our prints before at cons, you know that we do really high quality prints for posters, and we've had some really good posters over the years. We have 2 of them up there right now. One is a movie poster for the game itself. The other one is what Dylan calls ground and pound, which is a car chase scene out in the desert. It's fantastic. But what I want to show you right now is one that I am so excited because I sent this to Dylan the other day and I was just like, let's do this. Like, this is cool, right? And he went, yes, let's do it. And so these guys haven't seen it.
Hang on. Hold on. I gotta go to full screen for this.
Okay, yeah, everybody go to full screen, take a
There
look.
we go. Okay, I'm good.
All right, here
Mallo
we
was
go.
nice enough to ask me about the color for the font, and I was like, I like this one.
Yes. So this is the
Comic
latest.
Sans.
This is the latest poster that we're gonna have up in the store.
Pirates.
I get the reference. And I'm not even an anime nerd.
And once you guys pick it up, like he put some fun stuff. There's some fun little Easter eggs there in the credits at the bottom that I'm a big fan of.
So this was the
Honored.
This was the piece. I have been wanting to do this since we started this entire show. And so thankfully the fans, you all have supported us enough to make this happen. So all of your subs and your donations and everything that you guys have done for us has gone back into art, which is what we do. And so a big thank you to Dylan again. This is fantastic art. So I print them all by hand here and I ship them out. We'll put them up in the store starting tomorrow. But Akira is one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite animes of all time. And as the Bunny Boi character kind of took off and became this sensation that it is in our show, it was only fitting that we gave him a new gator in the shot and was able to use it as a parody of the cover. So
I thoroughly approve, and I need one as soon as they come in.
Yep.
Because Akira is one of 2 animes that I like.
And
Yep.
by when they come in, you mean when Sean prints one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I print them in archival quality on archival
does.
paper with ink and everything like that. Like we go
So-
all out. So
I'll be over your place in about 2 hours.
okay, I'll start it up. Start the print and press.
What sizes?
It'll be an 11 by 17 print that I can do here at the house. That's as big as I can print as far as the edge. Actually, no, I think I can do 13 by 9. Hold on.
wall.
Let me go back and make sure they say that correctly when I do the piece. I've got
The wall.
It's a
I'm
decent
pretty
sized printer.
Sure, they're 11 by 17.
Could be.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
If I
yeah,
recall.
we'll be able to print them. You'll be able to check them out in the store tomorrow. And then I'll print them as quickly as I can and get them out to you. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to do all the test prints and hang them up here in the studio as well. Dylan did it big enough that it actually really works as like a computer or like a phone wallpaper too, unless you've got Joe's giant ass phone. And then it's like weird. So we might be able to release that as a phone screen
It's
as well.
not that much bigger than the current
that'd be
iPhone Mac.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. So
Trying to keep my shit together right now.
it's okay. I legitimately like ran screaming around the house when it came back because it was just such a yeah. I can't say enough great things about Dylan and working with him on all of this stuff. So
Dylan is a wonderful artist.
yeah. So and one of the kindest souls you've ever met in your life to basically like come in and be like, hey, we need character art for this show and we need like 8 of them. Can you do that? And he's like, absolutely. And so all of the art that you see anywhere in the show is all done by him. So he is our
To get
boy.
some of these cool prints so we have money to make him
Yeah.
to pay him to do more.
Yeah, that's my shill to basically
Which is how
say
we pay him.
the more that we can sell and do through, subs, tweets, followers, merch, etc. The more that we basically just turn right back around and pay artists, because we believe in paying artists and editors and writers and all of the fun people that we work with. So
Because exposure
Wait a minute,
doesn't
we
buy
got paid?
groceries.
yeah, exposure does not buy groceries. No.
And creators are valuable contributors to the world.
Yes, 100%. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. I cannot believe that we get to actually do this every week. So, thank you so much. Chat just said exposure is something you die from. You know what? Yes. Having been a starving, struggling artist back in the day, 100% yes. I believe that. So, cool. We last left off with Bunny Boi doing a cool. That's the theme apparently tonight. He was doing a heckin' cool and driving off into the distance. Simultaneous to that happening, we pick up Catassie, Eve, and Muffins back at the Zydarian mansion. You guys were dropped off in the late evening, around 7:30, 8 o'clock. What do you all want to do?
I would like to see if Daddy Z has a fixer or somebody he knows that's capable of getting me one of the control units for Rob. Or just happen to have one in like his junk drawer.
I mean,
you never know what's in those
laying
things.
around.
Yeah, he's just got one laying around. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you know that he's got a bit of a garage, but you know he doesn't have a ton of RAV parts going on from there. Now that doesn't mean that somebody can't probably get one or get you in touch of where you could steal one.
Steal or buy. I'm interested in buying if possible because that makes people a little less pissed off at you.
Okay, fair enough. If you want to set one up, I mean, it's going to be a black market deal, so it's going to probably be, 30 to 50,000 souls, roughly. That's the going rate for a controller these days.
I do have enough money to cover 50,000, but that would basically bankrupt me.
Well, look at you, moneybags.
I will ponder this upon the tree of woe and get back to.
Okay.
Just stop buying Starbucks and you'll be able to afford it.
I'll pray to Crom, even though I have no tongue for it. And if he doesn't help me, fuck him. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but
Got it. Eve and Catassie, having gone through this tussle now, where do you drop the van off? Do you bring it all the way back to the Zydarian compound, or do you drop it off somewhere else?
I feel like taking it to Zaddy's place, maybe not smart since it's marked a benevolent van on the side.
Yeah, but we've already covered up the benevolent and he has like all of those like dampeners and stuff like that too.
That's true. All right, let's go to Zaddy's.
Let's go see Zaddy.
As you pull into the garage, before Muffins has a chance to start asking about RAV parts, Zydarian kind of comes back out with some of his people, and he just kind of looks and he says, "The fuck is this?"
Benevolent controls.
Is this finding out who tried to kill my daughter?
Could be useful.
We turned off the GPS or the tracking device. So we shouldn't have to worry about anything.
We'll make sure. And he kind of does. And he's, a couple of the dudes come over and they start, he's like, "Give it a once over." And he turns to you, Catassie, and he says, "What do you not want me to disconnect on the inside of this?"
Anything that looks important.
That is a very broad scope. Do you want to babysit these gentlemen? Otherwise, I'm just going to have them take it apart.
I can help with that.
No, you can't.
You leave that alone.
We want it put back togetherable, Muffins.
And drivable.
Really?
Yes, it's a benevolent van. We could
also-
totally use it to infiltrate things.
You could put it back together, but who says it has to be in van form?
Chill out, Transformer Joe.
Abstract art does not count as putting things back together. We have had this conversation.
You just don't understand my art.
It's not a van.
I'm not even your real mom.
Yeah, but you're close. You did marry him.
Just the once.
I didn't ask to be born this way.
Pause up for my Lady Gaga fans.
Daddy Z's kind of looking around at this whole conversation. He's like, "Wait, you marry that? Who get in big robot? Like you two marry? I don't understand."
It was the robot.
Sometimes a lady needs a certain amount of vibration.
Look, it's $20.99. Robosexuals are fine.
This is
Please
the
don't
conversation.
judge me.
This is a conversation I was not expecting to have today.
But on the plus side, now we can be LGBTQ air.
I do not understand what that means.
I'll explain it later. There'll be a diagram. So yeah, I probably ought to babysit this because I want to make sure I can still maintain my connection to the benevolent information that's here on board.
Okay, so we need to... Okay, I let you do that. This conversation weirds me out for a moment. I'm going to go back inside, okay?
Mission accomplished.
And Zidarian walks off. The two men... Do you scream that after him?
Yeah, absolutely I do. And there's waving and jazz hands.
You kind of see his shoulders slump just a little bit as he walks back through the door.
He regrets ever meeting us.
So the two men kind of look at it and they just look at you and they go, I mean, we know how to strip a car. We've done it a few hundred times. Like, you don't have to sit here if you don't want to. Like, you can just tell us what you want.
Well, if you see anything that's connected to any onboard servers or anything that looks like it's connected to something specific, like private to benevolent, I want to maintain those connections.
He opens up the back door and just kind of like stands in front of it and goes, the whole fucking thing?
All right, then you're done.
He goes, hang on. And his friend pops in. Good.
Can I send Digi through here? Can I, like, entertain them with my charming personality for 10 to 15 minutes while, like, Digi does his thing through the van, finds any bugs?
Yeah,
pulls
you
any data?
can. Roll for Digi for me while you're doing that.
You'd think I'd prepared to roll, considering this is a role-playing game. But I didn't. I had to reboot at the beginning of session. It's not my fault.
When in doubt, redoubt. Eve, while she is rolling for that, what would you like to do?
Remember, if you roll badly, you have a ton of reroll.
That's true.
Checks reroll department.
We all check the number. Cue squinting because we're all old.
I'm sorry, I tried for hours today to try to figure out a different way to do it, so but this is what I got right now.
That
I'm
was
gonna
no
need one of
shade,
those
friend.
rerolls.
You're gonna need to use one of those rerolls? Okay. We'll go ahead and mark one of those down. What'd you get on the reroll? You got a 1 on the reroll? Okay.
No, but it wasn't better. How many of these can I use?
Well, you've got 3 left if you'd like to keep going.
I rolled a 5 and then a 2, so yeah.
Nice. Good to see. Eve, while she's rolling, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep watching Catassie ruin these rolls over here. Did you just pick to be a bad baker today, Cassie? You got those bad rolls.
Those are 3 bad rolls in a row, by the way. Digi is so confused at the moment.
That's okay. Tip's just bumping you right back up to facilitate you.
Yep.
Okay, that was a 13. Do I get a... Did you get a bonus? I think I remember... I don't have my character sheet handy. I was actually reading the section on hacking today, but I was doing it in the living room.
Digi does get a bonus. I forget what we said it was. I think it should be on your character sheet for that particular one. Otherwise, we'll figure that out off stream. But yes, he does get a bonus because he's like a program that would assist you. So it's like your rolls plus when you're using him, essentially. So
Okay.
he's your muscle.
Yeah.
So I rolled.
I think
Tip,
Tip remembers. It might
Tip
be a
says it's a
D10.
D10. There we go. It's a
Tip,
D10.
you're a beautiful human, and I love and appreciate you and everything that you bring to this stream.
Yes. Mod appreciation stream for Tip, everyone.
The facts, primarily. Okay, so that's going to be a 23 for Digi then.
Okay. You rolled a 10 on a D10?
Oh, you said D10.
Yeah, you roll
Sorry,
a
I was
D10.
wrong.
Yeah, it fluctuates. So 13
I'm
plus your
watching.
D10.
19.
No, 19. Okay. On that particular one, so Digi is kind of looking through things. Now, he has run several programs through this van as you guys were pulling some of the information, right? That's where you got a bit of the information on page. And that's your main lead at the moment. He kind of goes head to toe and finds 3 other bugs actively into the system. Now, what he comes back with is that because of the dampening that has been going on, and because now you're underground into a parking garage, he believes that they're not actively broadcasting your position out anywhere. But he can tell you exactly where they're at on the car. None of them are, as I'm looking at the diagram, none of them are linked to the actual computer systems that you would need to use if you wanted to try to reestablish link back to Benevolent Corp.
Okay.
Now, you would know also, too, though, not that you're doing it at the moment, but you just know anytime you try to dive back into Benev's network like that, you're kind of taking your life into your own hands a little bit to like give yourself away.
Somebody could be monitoring. I never know. Yeah.
100%. Yep. So just be, that's something to be wary of. So you can tell them basically to essentially take out the computer aspects of it and just set it off to the side if you wanted to. If you want to like set up a new room here, you can have them sort of dress down the entire rest of it. Like, it's kind of up to you guys how y'all want to use this van that you've stolen now.
All right. Yeah, I want to have him strip all the tech because if all else fails, I can take it back. My OG mission, taking it back to the old school because I'm an old fool who's so cool.
Take it back to New Haven.
Yep. The way. Sorry.
It's okay. I love that breakdown though. Fantastic.
I learned that song when I was 10 and I have never forgotten it.
See, kids, stay in school. You learn fun music.
Yeah. So I want to strip all of the tech stuff out of there and pull. Has Zaddy given me like a knock?
Like a, what do you mean? Like a knock?
Like a network operations center for my
No.
little shenaniganizing?
No,
or
you
is
guys-
there like a room temperature controlled where I can put this stuff?
Well, I mean, you have run of the mansion complex, but you haven't actually set any of that up yet. You guys kind of just found refuge, ate cool pancakes and grilled cheese, had breakfast, Titus showed up, riot happened, and now you're back at the compound.
Okay, so there is an intercom throughout this, right? That's how we were talking to the cook. I want to holler for Zaddy.
Okay.
But I don't feel like he's going to get within 500 yards of me at the moment.
No, I mean,
I want to request a space to put these things.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, when you're able to kind of pop him up on the intercom, he looks at you and he goes, if you want to set up a base, I would suggest somewhere here in the garage. Just don't take over my firing range. That's all I ask. And maybe leave some space to park all these. If you guys are going to keep stealing cars, maybe, leave some space to get them in the garage. This is the third fucking car you've brought back to me. Not that I'm complaining, but next time steal a Porsche or something, please. You know, it's just not my style. I'm not big on vans.
We'll try to make sure you wake up in a new Bugatti next time.
Ah, I love you. So,
All right, so I'm gonna have him strip the van and put that stuff in the garage. I'm just gonna put it in a corner, and then I'll busy myself setting it up.
okay. So what they're gonna do? It's gonna take them a little while. So what they're gonna do is basically start putting, that corner of the garage. They're gonna be able to bring over like some tool chests and shipping carts and sort of air freight kind of things that are on dollies to start making like makeshift desks for you over in that area. And so that's going to take them some time to do it properly, right? Like not the Bunny Boi way of taking out servers, like the actual way of like unscrewing them and pulling them out and like resetting them up. So like it's going to take them the better part of the night and maybe into tomorrow to kind of start getting you fully set back up and getting you into a nice like area over there. But they're on it, you know, they're cool with it. Daddy Z told them what to do.
Okay, I guess I'll whip out my laptop and write Bunny Boi fanfic while I wait.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
What kind of fanfic?
You already know it's /fic. You didn't even have to ask. It's Zaddy Bunny Boi /fic.
I need a ship it emote
That's what I
now.
was waiting for.
Yep, I need a ship it emote next.
And that.
Yep. I think we might have to swap one of the emotes out for a stand or a ship it emote.
Ditch the daughter, get with the daddy.
Wow. This stream is now sponsored by Dream Daddy, Cyberpunk Edition. Can we get Aaron and the boys at Game Grumps on that, please? Thank you.
Pete, you want to sing the song like you used to?
Ricky Dicky Doo, here comes Zaddy. What?
The Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy,
Yeah.
who's gonna pay your dream? Daddy.
Love it. I love everything about this. Eve and Muffins, I mean, you guys can kind of just chill for the night, or you guys can do some stuff at the mansion. It's totally up to you.
Well, I'm going to utilize the garage to do some more repairs on Muffins.
Okay.
Based off of what tools they have.
I mean, it's a decent. It's not built for robotics yet. You can build it out more for robotics, but from a general garage, like tools and things like that, you're able to kind of Iron Man that thing back together. But I'm gonna need you to roll for me.
What do you want me to roll? I forget.
You got engineering. You got that mechanical.
I have electronics.
Well, but
I
you're
can-
you're trying to replace like the broken.
Yeah,
You've
the
got some,
armors and
yeah,
such.
the armor and stuff like that. So that's more of an
Can I-
engineering.
Can I intimidate it back on?
No, you cannot intimidate the armor back on.
Maybe some piloting.
It's not like one of those things where you're like, here comes the mirror.
You know,
Use your acrobatics.
it seems like a huge oversight that I don't have engineering.
Magnetic nipples.
Does Muffins have magnetic nipples? I request this, if not.
We don't discuss nipples. This is a Christian server.
Then why am I here?
I gotta go. My Uber's here.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, I feel like we're all going.
Christian, I haven't
that
seen him
come
around.
from?
I know. Apparently, somebody else watched AEW Revolution. Christian Cage debuted this weekend. There you go.
So, Sans
Wrestling.
engineering. What are we looking at here?
Straight roll, man. Straight intelligence roll.
Man, that's like one of my worst ones.
I'm sorry. How does the Rav builder have that?
In real life too.
Do I need to come over and help you?
Can Eve come over and help me?
Yes, you can.
Well, I got a 13.
I mean, it's okay. You're doing some shoddy work, my dude.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Muffins is just shoddy work from tip to toe.
I got a 23.
Okay. So you're kind of bent over a workbench, but it's not like a true workbench. It's like one of those garage lifts for the cars that you've just kind of like laid Muffins down on, and then like she's kind of like straddling planking almost in a way between the two like skis for it. And you're kind of like bending over with like, you know, the arc welder and some of the tools and stuff. And Eve just kind of like comes over to you as just like, would you like to take over, Eve?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, when this character was made, I had another half that was my repair person.
Sounds like Eve's signing up for that job now.
Oh, I mean, we'll see.
So you got drafted now.
Hey Eve, with a 23, what would you like to modify on the round?
You're in the Muffins militia now.
Hey Joe, I got a 23 on my roll. What were you trying to modify on Muffins?
It wasn't
You don't tell
modifying
me.
this time, just repairing.
Give him
Oh,
flare
okay.
launchers.
Yeah, but I kind of want to put neodymium nipples on there too.
Well, I mean, she's metal. You can just stick those on anytime.
Yeah.
No, I want to
I
put it
love
on
you.
the inside so that things fly across the battlefield and sticks to the nipples. And I want to put a flare launcher where the cod piece is.
I am not opposed to either of these ideas.
Okay.
And repair it. I want to repair Muffins.
And at the end of the day, I'm also going to repair it. Yeah.
Can I also grind a dick butt on the left butt cheek?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I will help you with that. I'll hold the stencil down.
And then I'm gonna put... No, I'll just wait for that one.
Okay.
We'll just wait. We'll just chill
All
out.
right. Fair enough.
Now I'm wondering about the possibility of taking her to an engraver and just have like Gucci style dick butts engraved all down the.
You mean like Louis Vuitton?
Let's Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. I don't know fashion. I wear t-shirt and jeans all the time. Half my shit came from Walmart.
Amen to that.
Yeah, but like their intimates collection.
Yeah. Because a man sometimes wants to feel a little bit of silk downstairs, okay?
I appreciate that about you. That's what I appreciate about you.
Only that though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're at the mansion? Because this is going to take you a little while to fix Muffins.
I should probably send a text. Are you still looking for the dick butt?
Yeah. I'll announce when I find it. Don't worry.
Watch Twitter, folks.
He is every bit as precious in real life. I promise. Okay.
I do have one concern about the placement of the flare launcher.
No, hold on, Joe. I'm talking.
Okay.
So I'm gonna text back Philippe and Ben. I'm gonna text them and just check on them just to make sure that they're okay. Like on the offhand that Ben got into some stupid shit.
Philippe sends you back a picture of his balcony. And he is sitting back in a lawn chair. And you could tell he's got a cigarette in his hand and probably a beer on the other hand. You know that's how he rolls. Ben, on the other hand, sends you back a a like broken tire emoji, like a broken tire wrench car emojis back to your initial kind of thing.
Can I... Okay, so I'm gonna see that message and then I'm gonna... Is there a way that I can, like, I don't know, page Zaddy
Well, we've established there's an intercom system now, apparently.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Can I just like call him and be like, hey, is there a way we could send like somebody over to help one of our mutual friends with a flat tire? Because we know he's useless at that.
Zaddy comes back to you, and he comes back to you and kind of looks at it. He's like, I mean, we have some people, yes, we could probably send. It's just a flat
Okay.
tire. We could
I
also
hope
just send the
so.
car. Does he just need the car, or does he want to fix the car?
Can you send the car and the people to fix the car? And bring him back and the car back?
Or you want me to bring him here?
Can you take him to my apartment? And then I'll like send him my apartment address.
Sure. I did not know you had an apartment. I was told you were only student.
Woman has many secrets.
Ah. Fair enough. Yes. I will send out.
Thank you, Zaddy.
You are very welcome.
So I'll just text Ben and be like, all right, sit tight, send me your location, and here's my address.
Okay.
And I'll send him like an entry key that's like good for one-time use or whatever
Okay.
for the door pad.
Gotcha.
Because I'm bougie. That's not it. That's not why.
Okay. All right. So they leave out. And you notice that it's one of Daddy Z's main bodyguards that leave out. So it's him and maybe another lackey that heads out with him. And they leave out in one of the SUVs to go help him.
The bar. Okay, Joe. What do you want about the dick butt?
Oh, not the dick butt, the flare launch.
No, it has to look like an erect cod piece.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just making sure you remember that there's a poop emoji printer in the butt, like a foot away.
That's fine. It's going to be pointing up. Unless you want it to point down, but I feel like
flare
it can
launchers
point
tend
up.
to have like sparks and shit that fly out whenever you fire them. Like it may have some like burning poops.
No.
Like ate too much Taco Bell burning poops.
Actually, I don't see a problem with this, really.
I mean, I find if she's metal, she doesn't care.
Okay, so why is this an issue?
Don't come crying to me when I burn down something on accident.
You're the one in the wrong.
This is going to end well. Chat, remember this for future sessions because it's going to end well. Yeah.
Can you put the flares in like a magazine, but like a drum magazine, so it sits where the ball sack would be?
This is the raw equivalent of truck nuts.
Yep, but it's a magazine drum of flares.
I feel like we've gone off in a tangent. I'm just saying.
Every time
I'll
I
do it.
think Wild can't get more beautiful.
I make another dick joke.
I'm just
Yep.
wondering how he's gonna walk with that thing without like dislodging it.
I'll let you know later.
It's limitless.
You just waddle a little bit. It's
Yeah.
just part of the lifestyle, okay, Alex?
She
Dress
has-
middle.
She has wide childbearing hips. Okay, it's fine.
Goodness. All right.
Muffins is a free Martin.
Yep. Do you guys do anything else tonight, or are y'all going to take a rest?
I'm also going to spray paint the left leg of Muffins with tiger stripes.
Fair enough.
That is all.
Fair enough.
And put a giant heart on the right
Oh.
shoulder.
That does break one of the cardinal rules that Muffins has.
I don't know what you're talking about. I rolled a 23. I'm not breaking any rules.
I never repaint Muffins. She's
You-
always just whatever color
But
she
hold on.
This isn't repainting, though.
Rules lawyer. You did not repaint it. She did, and you have now subscribed Eve to be part mechanic for
Sure.
Muffins, and so maybe think about the rules. I'm just saying.
You made this bed. You made this
Technically-
bed and these are decals. Damn
You've
it.
been graffitied, which is completely on brand for Muffins.
You've been tagged.
I
Yeah.
was saying it's also pretty likely that is going to get burned off sometime very soon.
And I'll keep putting weird shit on it.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do at the mansion?
Negative.
Okay. Are you guys going
Lord
to?
Jesus.
Are you guys going to? You guys going to take a rest for the night, basically? Okay. As you do that, Catassie, when you finally drift off to sleep, you hear thunder in the distance, and it's not like a loud crack. It's more like a gentle sort of roll over the plains.
So we're talking like a Garth Brooks song. Got it.
Yeah. As your eyes kind of blink, kind of once, then twice, you realize that you're laying in a grassy field. And all around you are golden, sort of windswept plains. They're kind of gently swaying in the breeze. And as you sit up, you notice behind you there's a gathering storm, which is where the thunder came from. These dark clouds are ominous, but it's still very far away. And you turn back in front, and there's a gleaming city in front of you. You've never seen a city like this before. I mean, it is impressive. And though you've never seen it, it still feels familiar in many ways. And as you get up and you walk into the city, you pass a large rock monument shaped like a wolf. And you look over to your right, and there's another monument. Looks like a buffalo. And as the camera kind of pans and tracks with you as you walk past these monuments, as you pass the last one, your viewpoint changes from being outside of the city into the middle of this bustling market and bazaar inside the city. And the smell of food and spices surround you. The ground beneath your feet is metal, but it's a bronze kind of hue to the metal that reflects the midday sun and makes everything around you have this sort of warm glow and feeling. And as you're looking around, 3, 4, 5 children run past you playing tag and keep away. And they just kind of barely brush into you and just keep going, playing and running very fun through the streets. And as you walk through the market another short distance, you reach a metallic railing. And as you lean over that railing, you look out over the city. And as impressive as the city looked out from the outside, it looks even more impressive from the inside. It's expansive. It's overwhelming in its complexity and beauty. Everywhere are pristine streets, massive glass and metal buildings, and it's intermixed with like green grass and parks and very large trees growing out throughout these places. The side of the skyscrapers have their own parks in the middle of the buildings. So they kind of go up, and just in the middle of the building is just this like large park, continuing to have green space. They're sort of like minor respite areas in this gigantic metropolis. And there's some billboards around, but mostly they're just showing broadcast news or information that residents need to know. They're not ads for soda and body, augmentation or anything like that. And all along these streets are tribal symbols and iconography that are interweaved in intricate patterns that enhance the beauty of an already impressive city. And they're bustling throughout the streets with people all around, just packed. But you feel pristine, serene, and at peace. And as you close your eyes and you tilt your head up towards the sun, you feel a warmth that you haven't felt in a very, very long time. And when you open your eyes again, you're back in your bed at the Zidarian compound, and the sun rays are just hitting you in the face, warming you up at the start of a new day. And as you fully come to consciousness, you realize you may have had the best sleep of your life.
Did Bliss slip me something?
Probably. He's an asshole
Well,
like that.
so I hallucinate like a lot. In game, in game's all we're going to talk about. Does my character have a secret drug problem I don't know about yet?
No, you dream. You don't really hallucinate. I mean, Digi could, I guess, be an hallucination, but you know him to be a computer program that is part of you and that, helps you out when you need it. So these are more ephemeral. They're more dreamlike. From there, from that dream sequence, we're going to actually zoom in now on Titus. And Titus is in a very rundown part of town.
Watching his stories.
No.
Geritol on the counter next to him.
From the outside of this rundown building with bars on the windows, bars on the doors, you just hear the grinding of metal and a high-pitched, almost that dental kind of circular sound of. And as we go into the building with the camera, we see Titus lying on the table, getting put back together. Cyberdoc with a really ratty kind of cut off trench coat.
He got shot.
Titus, what cybernetics are they implanting in you as you're getting put back together and fixed up?
So as part of this latest run with grappling, I think we're gonna have him install the 360 joints in Titus's elbows, shoulders, and wrist. And also some subcutaneous armor. The light subcutaneous armor. Just a touch. And I will hand over those lovely assault rifles that I stole from those cops.
So with that, you're still several thousand souls, I believe, in debt at this point.
Let's see here.
If I remember correctly, how much that is.
This is the problem, is that Titus was doing unpaid jobs for people.
Because I believe subterraneous armor, if I remember correctly, is kind of expensive.
Not the light one, it's not. I was looking.
Okay.
It's basically just a thin foil of
It's aluminum foil under the skin. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like, what kind of guns were those ones that I stole from the cops?
They were your basic, like, which ones did I say they were? They were the IH-47s, like not the INS, but the H-45 Niles from Luton. So your basic ballistics.
Well, those are the H-54s?
Yeah.
Oh, those are 17.5 each. Even with cut down for black market, I mean, come on, dude, you got to give me at least 10.
No, I'll give you 10. Subterraneous, though.
Each.
Oh, each? No.
No. Yeah, 10 for each gun.
Roll me underground then. You can roll me underground, or you can roll me. Persuasion.
I have underworld. I has me some underworld.
Okay.
What if they're like the Judge Dredd pistols and it'll blow up if someone else uses them?
They're not.
But you know.
24.
He'll give you 7.5.
Come on, you can give me 8.
All right, 8, but no more.
This is
All
the
right,
most
so far.
cyberpunk haggling.
So, give me the substrate under the torso. And the limb stuff, make them category F.
Okay. We can work through that.
So then I only owe you, like, what? 10 G's?
Yeah. I feel like we can come up with something that you can do to pay me back.
Yeah.
Chicka.
At least I'm, trading stuff for, goods right now as opposed to doing unpaid jobs.
Mm-hmm. He says that's totally fine. I think we can work through this. Lenny has been putting people back together for a long time. He's a bit of an older chap. This is the friend of Hades that you were sent at the end of last session. And so as
Hades
he's
knows I'm
prepping
good
you,
for it.
Hades is good for it. Let's put it that way. If Hades says you're good for it, then that's what matters. He looks at you and he goes, "So you're okay. We're gonna be doing a lot of work on you. So it's time to go to sleep. You know this, right?"
Nap time.
Nap time. He starts to get you hooked up. His nurse is in a long sweater, not even in doesn't even have scrubs on or anything like that. Like, this is a total back alley kind of job. And you lose consciousness. And as you get out of consciousness, you start hearing just thuds and gunfire.
Oh, joy.
And the sounds of doors being busted open. And you're still very groggy, and you just kind of hear Lenny just kind of look there that goes like, shh, 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 quiet, quiet, quiet. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. And when you open your eyes, you are not where you were earlier. You don't quite know where you were earlier. But Lenny and his assistant are crouched down on either side of you, kind of looking out windows and looking outdoors. The lights are off. It's very dark in there. What do you do?
Well, you said I'm very groggy. Does it look like they've finished the operation?
Give me a perception check.
Let's see, that's an 11 plus 1, so that's 12.
At that, you kind of like look down at your wrists and you see the cut marks and you see where they've kind of tried to solder things back together and start to kind of patch you up.
Cool.
It's not the fanciest work you've ever had done on you or that you've seen done. But as you kind of like do one of these things, you've got clothes on. So they've somehow put, most of your clothes back on where they would try to be putting the substrate on you and things like that. And that's about it. That's all you can kind of tell.
Well, I'm gonna glance around. Do I see like the duffel bag with my gear and like my holster?
No. You are behind a counter and are kind of hidden by like trash bags and refuse and stuff like that.
Well, I suppose I'll roll off the table first.
You are on the ground.
Into a crouch. Oh, I'm on the ground now. Okay.
Yep. You can get up into a crouch though if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a crouch now, and I look at the dock, and I'm like, "You get raids like this in this neighborhood much?"
Not much, but more since you guys pulled what you pulled. And
what did we pull?
Outside of the room, you just see sort of if you kind of peek your head over a little bit, you see 3 guards stacked up on a door, one on either side of the door, one about to kick the door in across the alleyway. And as they go to kick the door in, Lenny looks at you and goes, "In the time that you've been out, these motherfuckers have been here going door to door, trying to find out and find the people who did what they did downtown. They've been raiding houses, they've been raiding businesses, and as far as I know, they haven't taken any prisoners. Or if they have, we don't see him anymore. And you've only been
So
out
they
for a few hours.
They're pulling everybody?
They're pulling the people that they think they can find or the people that think they know something.
Ah. Well, is there a back door to wherever we are right now?
There's a couple of them, actually. We can probably get around, but I don't know if you're in good shape to get out of here, but it's worth a shot. I closed down shop
let's give
and
it a
basically
shot.
made it look like I'm not here, so.
I mean, it's either wait for them to, hopefully pull a stormtrooper, knock on the door, and just wander by when nobody answers, or we head out the back.
Let's try to get out the back then. Your
Let's go.
stuff and your gear that you had is over here. If you want to get it going, and then we got to
Yep.
go.
I'll throw the armor on because in spite of the damage it took, it still has some rating
Gotcha.
in certain areas. So. All right, well. Put that on. Check the round in the chamber. All right, lead the way out the back.
All right, so he takes you to a pure steel door that is partially rusted on the outside of it, and he tries to get it open as quietly as he can, and it creaks a little bit, but you can't hear any other movement going on outside. You can hear the kind of like tussle that's going on inside the other building that's over there, but you don't think that anybody's necessarily watching this alley. Can you roll stealth for me then?
Sure. I have that. All right, that wasn't terrible. 18.
Okay. With an 18, you're able to sort of check corners. Now, the way this alley is, it's your standard sort of back alley. So, one car length kind of wide sort of piece to it. Divot in the middle with runoff. Your fire escapes going up either side for the buildings that are around it. You get the main, road out here. You can go in an L shape or a T shape to the other back alleys to your right. Kind of creates this little intersection for it. Which way would you like to go?
Let's go right.
Okay. As you come up to the right, you can look in and you can see down the other alleyway where the guards are checking. And as you are checking down that alleyway, they're starting to pull somebody out with a black bag over their head.
How many guards are there?
There are 3.
Just 3, huh?
Yep.
Are they wearing like full kit or like do they have helmets? Like what's their
They're wearing full
what's
kit.
their like protection level?
It's like, judging from what you can tell, it's like a medium. Like a medium with helmet and everything.
Okay, is the doc still with me?
Yep.
Okay.
The doc
I
and
tell
his
him-
assistant.
I say you should run the opposite direction now.
He looks at you and he goes, "You going to be okay? I can hop a bus and get out of here."
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay. And he grabs his assistant gently by the arm and starts to usher her up the alleyway towards the street. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm in full kit, but I can still do it. Okay, so I'm gonna try and stealth up behind the 3 guards with the dude who's with their black bag.
Uh-huh.
Get close enough to basically reach up and wrench one of their necks.
All right, roll stealth for me.
All right, that was pretty good. 21.
Okay. I'm gonna roll some perception for this. Okay. Roll attack for me.
Fancy grapples.
You're gonna try to kill somebody with a grapple.
Yes.
Yeah,
So now that I got my new cybernetics, well, I didn't pull out the one dice I needed for that. What do you know? Mostly because I didn't know I was going to need it.
Joe.
Where's that daggone thing?
Learn your character, boy.
I have to look up the thing.
amateur hour.
Oh, equal to my level. Lovely. Okay, so it'll be 12, 14 plus 5 plus 4, so 24.
Okay. So you're basically doing the like, are you grabbing on the helmet and go whomp whomp kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you do that, he falls to the ground, and the other two notice you. One is still holding on to the guy with the black bag on his head, and the other one is now turning to like look at you as his partner goes down.
And I start singing, "Do you want to fight me? Head to head. Do you want to fight me? Man to
Titus, I
head."
have a question for
Yes.
Has any of the people that have ever patched you up get really pissed at you when you just immediately go get more holes poked in?
No, this is the first time I've ever gotten this many holes poked in me.
All right, so the one guard that is not holding on to their target is going to try to take a couple shots at you.
Okay, I'm going to dodge. Ba-da! That was good.
What you got?
That would be a 22.
Okay, so this guard raises up his rifle and goes, "Free! Stop! Bam! Click!" And the one shot that you had, you kind of do one of these things where you can like swap to the side because you can see it coming a little bit. Like you knew you were engaging. You're catching these guys off guard. The bullet ricochets off down to the alley, and he starts to like look at his gun like, "What the fuck?" What would you like to do?
I'm going to push his gun down, right? And basically, like, choke slam him into the ground.
Okay.
It's not quite as good. Still on grapples. So that would be a 16.
Okay. With that, you start to get like tied up with him, but you don't actually get the choke slam off. He's a bit heavy, and resisting you.
Sure.
But two shots ring out from the other side of the alleyway, and you just hear just like yells of and then a group of people take you guys over. They put 2 bullets into the guards, and they start to drag you guys away. But not necessarily in a mean way, like a "we're helping you get the fuck out of here" way.
Oh, it's like when the pit's really good and you're just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what it is.
from Wild about that.
Yeah.
He's like, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, they can scruff you and help you get around. And as you come around the corner, they toss you in the back of a couple of vans, and they go driving off, and they take the one hood off the guy. And as you kind of like take in this whole scenario as you're looking at it, you look around and it's Rico. And then you look around and it's very obvious. Roll me an underworld check, actually. Let me not say it's very obvious. Roll me an underworld check.
Oh, that was good. That's
Okay.
a 26.
Okay. Rico's there. Several members of the Long Beach Hooligans are there.
Nice.
Several members of the Ruby Rats are there. several members of the Third Eye are there. And Rico is just looking at you going, I'm glad we could find you again, friend. And then he looks at you and goes,
Like,
"Esse!"
good looking out. Hey!
And that is where we're going to stop tonight. For the record, by the way, before I say everybody goodbye, I was going PogChamp over here because for Rico and the boys, I rolled double nat 20s.
Nice.
I was like, I'm going to see how well they can jump up. Is this going to be a firefight? Nope. This is going to be a real quick smash and grab. Got it. Yeah.
Nice.
So there you go.
Nice.
That is where we are
Rico's
going to
my
stop
new
tonight. Rico's your new best friend?
Bestie.
I love it.
Yep.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for making this stream possible. Again, if you're watching this in, YouTube or podcast form, know that we love you equally. Help us out by spreading the word to everybody out there. We will be back here again next week, 7 p.m. Pacific on a Wednesday, twitch.tv/Identico. Come join us live. You can actually, for free, help point the direction of this story and help out these fellow fringers because we got a lot of storylines and plot lines happening. It's going to be fantastic. So,
remember, if you donate to the GM's thing, God makes the baby cry.
Well, good things happen when you do that. Let's just put it that way.
Babies deserve to
Donate
cry.
to the gym.
They're assholes. Let's start
We need
there.
more of those.
Yeah.
Makes that puppy cry.
Oh, look at that! Somebody immediately did a GM one there. There we go.
Clearly, he
nice.
hates puppies.
Yes, you can. To be quite honest. Thank you all again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, new merch coming in the store tomorrow. It is our Akira style poster. It is fantastic. I cannot wait. I'll put it up.
So good.
I'll link it out. We'll start doing pre-orders and stuff like that tomorrow, and then I'll start shipping as soon as I can from there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Wear a mask so we can all be healthy. We can all see each other again in real life. It'll be fantastic. Until
It's
then,
requesting you show the poster again.
I will. Oh, we're going to show the poster again. Okay, we're going to show the poster again.
He's gonna request.
Okay, we're going to show the poster again as we go out of here. So we love you all. Until we can see each other again in real life, let's all live in a beautiful cyber world together. And we'll see you again here next week. All right? Mwah! Good night, y'all. That's the poster. That's it. That's the hotness. It's going to be fantastic. Get excited.
Crazy.
We'll see you guys next week.